Alrighty, thank you for tuning into our YouTube channel, Save Green here. If you have not done so already, please subscribe by clicking that subscribe button below. Today, we're going to show you how you can save some money by making your own ice packs. As summer draws near, you're going to need ice, perhaps just to stay cool. If you have issues with heat exhaustion, or you just need to cool off, this is a really inexpensive way to do it at home. Also good for those summertime injuries where you may get muscle strains, calf muscle issues. You may have joint issues and you need to ice your ankles, knees, shoulders, whatever it is, wrists. So let's get started. What you'll need is some water, some rubbing alcohol, and food coloring. This is very important because since you're also going to need Ziploc bags where we're going to store and make our own ice packs, you don't want someone to mistakenly in your household think it's ice and consume it. So the food coloring is going to help, and that's why when you buy ice packs at the store, they're kind of like blue in color, just so you don't ingest it by mistake. So this is going to make your ice pack not rock hard, which you don't want, but you can mold it around your wrist, your shoulder, whatever. So we will need 3 parts water, 1 part alcohol. So what that means basically is for whatever amount that you're using in alcohol, you want to multiply it times 3 on the water. Okay, so right now in there we have exactly 1 cup of rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to take this bottle and I'm going to pour it back in. I took it out of there. I'm going to pour it back in there, just like so. What we're going to do is 3 times that amount that you see down there with water. Okay? So I'm going to fill it to the same mark, which is a cup, and I'm going to do it 3 times. Basically, here it's wherever you see that ridge at the very top. So 3 times that amount of water. Okay, so there it is. The next step is we're going to use food coloring, and I will post a link in the description where you can, and feel free to use any color. You have green, yellow, blue. I'm going to use blue. It's the most common one used for ice packs. When you go buy your own ice pack, and you can just kind of measure how much you want to put in there. So 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops. And then all you need to do is shake it and see what it looks like. You can make it stronger by adding more. See? There we go. That kind of looks like what it would look like when you buy it at the store once it freezes. So the next step is I'm going to take my Ziploc bag. You can use any size. You can use large size. You can use medium size. You can use a smaller size, like for kids. If you have kids, if you're a soccer mom and you have kids that are playing soccer or baseball or softball, you just want to have the smaller ones perhaps, just so you have different sizes. But then you're just going to pour it in there carefully, whatever amount you want. I'm just going to use about half of what I had inside the bottle, more or less. Now these are good also if you suffer from migraines or headaches. You can also use it to cool your head if you have a headache, or the back of your neck, depending on the spot where you feel the pain when you're going through a headache. But what you want to do is, before you zip it, is you want to let the air out and just make sure it doesn't leak. And that's why it's important to use the food coloring. So we're just going to put it in the freezer, and that's it. Once you put it in the freezer, you should be done. Okay, so we have our ice packs out of the freezer. And one thing I wanted to point out, I did add another cup of water. So The ratio that we used was 4 cups to 1. This part of the video is exactly a day later after it's been sitting in the freezer. So we decided to put more water just to make it a little bit more like chunkier versus watery, because the alcohol is what doesn't let it freeze completely. So we have our ice packs now, and if you have a bag like this one where it's actually a zipper, you could leak a little bit out of there. So I'm going to show you how to take care of that. What you want to do is get one of these heated sealers. They're plastic bag sealers, and I'll post a link in the description below. But what you do is you let the ice go down a little bit, and then with this sealer you just go as far as you can. Just hold it for a few seconds and do the same thing a few more times, and then kind of do the same thing on the other side. It is hot, so you want to be careful with your fingers. What that does is it creates a tight seal, so you won't have anything leak and even reach over this area and leak out. So you can even open it and see that it is sealed. What it does, that sealer just kind of gives the plastic enough heat so it bonds and adheres to itself, and it will not leak out. So all the information that you need will be posted in the link description, including the heater and where to get the food coloring that we used and the alcohol. And then of course you can just use bottled water, and that works fine too. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel below. We'll see you next time.